Hello everybody, welcome to Cory Turner Talks Cars, and it's time for I Want It, the Porsche 911. But first, I have to say thank you. We hit 8,000 views on YouTube today. We have 133 subscribers, and we did it in just over 2 months. So thank you to all of you for sharing the show with your friends. I really do appreciate it. Okay, the Porsche 911 probably comes as no surprise. I am not the only one out there that stares every time one of these bad boys cruises by. This is an iconic design that has been modified by tuners around the world, has an extensive racing pedigree that we'll talk about in a different show, and is a legitimate supercar that in 2017 had its 1 millionth unit produced. This is not your base model made for the masses, inexpensive car like a Volkswagen Beetle. This is a highly refined, masterfully engineered sports car with a hefty price tag that sold 1 million units. That stat alone is mind-blowing. Now, normally, when I talk about a car I want, there are specific years in mind. But with a Porsche 911, of course, I'd love to get a 1972. But when it comes to this German-engineered masterpiece, I'll take any year, right? This car came out in 1963. That means this car has been on sale for 56 years, and yet it is as awe-inspiring and as relevant today as it was the day it debuted. Now, the newest 911, the 2020 Carrera 4S Cabriolet, will set you back around $144,000, which means your monthly payment, if you buy one of these, is going to be like $2,500 plus per month. That's crazy, and more power to you if you can afford it. I'm very proud of how your life is turning out if you can, right? So now the 2020 Carrera 4S Cabriolet features a 3.0 liter 6-cylinder turbo producing 443 horsepower. Now there's a wide variety of trims and options, and you can customize it in just about any way you want to and make it your 911. So where did it all start? Well, when it was time to replace the beautiful but aging 356, Porsche created the 901. Now stay with me. The 911 was originally named the 901, but when trademark claims came up from Peugeot, Porsche changed the name to 911. Now, per a 2017 Road and Track article, I'll put the link to that in the description, Porsche had already ordered all the 9s, all the 0s, and the 1s in volume. And since they had already had a 910 race car back in 1966, they went with the 911, and history was made. Now, when it hit the streets, the 1963 911 had an air-cooled flat-six boxer engine that produced about 130 horsepower. It had its rear engine set up that slung the motor way past the rear axle. Now, looking at it, probably shouldn't have worked, right? All that weight way past the rear axle, a lightweight front end. Honestly, it should have been a handling nightmare. But due to the creative genius of the talented engineers at Porsche, that little 911 was a brilliant handling sports car that amazed anybody that got the chance to get behind the wheel. It was amazing. When you look at a modern 911, in essence, you're looking at that 1963 rebadged 901 that was tearing up the streets and the racetracks. The overall style of the car hasn't changed that much. It's gotten a little bigger, a little wider, more rounded. But anyway, it's still a 911 at heart. I think it's that commitment to its heritage that makes me so connected to the car and why I like it so much. Now, over the years, the 911 may have held true to its form, but it has seen an insane amount of updates and options and additions. Targas, convertibles, turbos, GTS, Roadster, GT3, the GT2 RS, you name it, and there's a crazy variant of the 911 to fit your dreams as long as you have the funds, right? The all-race-inspired 911 GT2R was ordered. Well, it has a $293,200 MSRP. That's a supercar with a super price. Now, while a lot of cars and car companies become tryhards trying to hit that elusive, moving target of public opinion, the 911 has just held true to itself. And that, along with a classic design, turns my head every time. I still find myself falling back to the 911 as one of my top bucket list cars. The Porsche 911, I want it. If you've had a 911, ever had a 911, had a buddy that had a 911, ever seen a 911, take a picture and send it my way. Now, all the pictures I use today are from cars currently for sale, so I put the links in the description, so please click on those and check those out. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Continue to share us with your friends, and let's talk about cars tomorrow.